Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys. Peep game. All right, you guys. The 2018 Major League Baseball Hall of Fame inductee list came off. Some of the most notable names was Trevor Hoffman, good pitcher, solid relief pitcher. Vladimir Guerrero, solid baseball player. I think he was from the Dominican Republic. Then you had Jim Thome. Now, all of these dudes, I don't have no problem with them getting in the Hall of Fame. But the most notable people that was left out, once again, was Barry Bonds and Roger Clemens. Both of these dudes deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. Now, I'm going to say this. I couldn't stand Roger Clemens. I hated Roger Clemens. I thought Roger Clemens was a piece of shit coward. This dude would throw at people's heads, and whenever they had interleague play, so he wouldn't have to bat, he would fake like he was sick or he had a shoulder injury. He did that for years. You know, he was just a fucking coward. You know, so but nevertheless, he was a good pitcher. He was a very good pitcher. Barry Bonds. It's sickening what they're doing to him. Now, before you sit up there and say Barry Bonds was a PED user, that might as well be true. But I want y'all to remember something. Barry Bonds never technically, on paper, got caught. Even when he went to trial, he's never admitted to using steroids, even though they got him on some fake ass obstructing the justice charge. But Barry Bonds to this day has never tested positive for steroids. He never failed a steroid test. Now, I think the writers are showing what bitches and cowards that they really are. They have made this personal. It isn't the Hall of Like. It's the Hall of Fame. And Barry Bonds should be in there. Barry Bonds is arguably the greatest baseball player ever. Ever. Arguably the greatest baseball player ever. And as I said before, if Barry Bonds could have won that one ring, against the the Los Angeles Angels, I think it would be harder to deny him a trip to the Hall of Fame. Now, here's where the double standards comes in. Now, we all know that the media and the writers are using Roger Clemens as a sacrificial lamb smokescreen, to deny Barry Bonds' entrance into the Hall of Fame. Because if Roger Clemens gets in and then Barry Bonds doesn't get in, then you have people saying, hey, you guys are being racist. So they keep them from people even being able to pull that up. And that's very clever. They like, hey, we'll tie Roger Clemens and Barry Bonds together. So if Barry Bonds doesn't get in, Roger Clemens doesn't get in. If Roger Clemens doesn't get in, Barry Bonds doesn't get in. That's clever. But the problem that I have is people keep saying Barry Bonds is a cheater and that's why he shouldn't get in. But yet, we celebrate, well, not me, but yet people celebrate Tom Brady and the New England Patriots, who've been caught on several occasions cheating, but has been dismissed. It's been overlooked. What do they say? Yeah, he's been caught cheating, but that doesn't take away the fact that he's a great football player. He's one of the greatest quarterbacks. Okay, well, Barry Bonds actually never got caught cheating. So should that take away the fact that he might have been on something? Look, more than likely he was on something, but he never got caught. You know what I'm saying? Never got caught. This is why I keep saying that writers should not be the sole source of somebody getting into the Hall of Fame. They need to be, they need to be a board. They need to do 3 separate votes. They should have a fan vote where you have to get a certain percentage of the fan vote, and then have the Hall of Fame committee itself vote whether you get in, and then you could add the writers. And let's just say if 2 out of the 3 polls you get more votes for yes, you should get in, than no, you still should get in. Because these writers, they make it too personal. I don't give a fuck about somebody not doing an interview with you. That's the nature of the beast. Every ball player is not going to be nice to you and not going to kiss your ass. And you have to live with that. Like I said before, there done been fighters that I tried to interview. I'm not going to say their names, and they acted kind of shitty towards me, but that's okay. I don't hold it against them. It's nothing personal. If I was a voter and they asked me, hey, do you think so-and-so should get into the Hall of Fame? I'm going to look at his numbers, look and see how many rings he won, and that's going to be my criteria. Either his numbers or how many rings he won and how big of a factor he contributed to winning those rings. And that's going to be it. I don't give a fuck about him getting caught with a gun or none of that shit. I don't care. I'm not self-righteous like that. And that's another thing. These writers are too fucking self-righteous. You would be surprised if you really, started to dig into the background of some of these writers, what you would find out. But they love to use that as a criteria not to vote certain players into the Hall of Fame. And like I said, you got people celebrating Tom Brady, a known cheater who been caught cheating on more than one occasion. But it's okay. But that's all I got to say. I'm out.